Days fans, it's January 7th, and we did do a recap last night because we wanted to take a little bit of time to digest the news of Mark Hapka leaving Days of Our Lives in the role of Nathan. Obviously this is sad news for us DOOL watchers, but I don't think this is going to be sad news for Mark Hapka's career. I really see this man going far. As you guys know, we have a soft spot for him and Casey and Molly. They were really good to us, and Shelley Hennig too, when we were out in LA. They really were kind and generous with us, especially letting us do that recap all together at that Friday For Love charitable events party. And we knew from the beginning that he wasn't going to be a daytime star for long. I mean, I see him as being one of those Brad Pitts who starts in daytime or Meg Ryan and goes on to other things. And we said as much to him when we spoke to him in LA at one of the other meet and greet kind of events where you got to talk a little bit about, you know, all the different work he's doing. I mean, he's got 2 movies coming out in the new year. I don't know if you've ever gone on YouTube and looked at some of his other work, but, you know, he's a serious actor. He's got some good roles out there. I mean, there's one where he's portraying a cancer victim and he lost a lot of weight, and then here, of course, his wrestling movie. I don't see him sitting around long before he moves on, and he speaks of that on his daytime royalty chat, which we'll post later. He speaks about his new projects, and so I'm not sad for him because I know he's going to go far. And I don't know if you guys know of a little lady by the name of Hilary Swank. She was let go from 90210, and oops, what is she holding in her hand now? But not 1, 2 Emmys, or not Emmys, Oscars. So they weren't utilizing her correctly at all. I don't know if any of you watched 90210 during the Hilary Swank years, but she was kind of this mousy single mom that was dating Ian Ziering, or I don't know how to say his name. And they, you know, they did not give her much. She was like an accessory character. She did not have much of a storyline at all. And I think that's how Mark Hapka was starting to feel. You know, here he has this great potential. He's an amazing actor. They showed that in the quarantine scenes, but they didn't give him enough opportunity to really work his craft. He felt like he was getting used a lot as filler, and I don't want to misrepresent his thoughts. It's just my impression of what he was saying. And I think people really wanted to see a mate romance, and yeah, of course you have to keep them apart for a long time to get them together, but during the time they were apart, I think the problem was that he wasn't getting the great work he wanted. And if he wasn't going to get the great opportunity to act, which is what he loves to do, then he would rather do other projects, from what I understand. And I can totally relate to that. If you love what you do, you want to do it. So we are sorry to see you go, Mark, but I have no doubt in my mind that you are going to do great things, and we will miss you. DOOL's loss. So let's talk a little bit about the rest of the episode, or the entire episode. I guess I haven't addressed that at all. EJ and Sammy, this feud over Johnny is going a bit too far. Now, I know divorces can be ugly, but this is just I mean, the child has had his eye removed. He wants to see his mother. He's 3 years old, or how old is he supposed to be? I don't know. He's flagging down a patrol car to get to go to the police so that he can get Rafe to call his mother. I mean, for the love of God, if my kids pulled a stunt like that, I would probably let them have a day with their whoever they wanted just for the ingenuity of it all. I mean, that's some chutzpah and intelligence to put that all together. But it's just gone too far. And I don't know really what they're doing with the character of EJ. I like them making him dark. I think that's great. But going to the point of putting a tracking device on Nicole, that's a little creepy. Just a little bit too far creepy. I mean, what's next? A video recording her every move, which probably pretty darn close to doing that with the spies he's got following her around. But, and I don't quite understand, if I were him and I were trying to get Sammy jealous, I would try to really make it look like I was in love with Nicole, not be making it clear that, I mean, I guess all he cares about is that she knows Nicole's with his kids and she's not, but I don't know, I think I'd stick it to her a little farther and act like they're totally in love. I'm not quite sure where they're going with that. Back to the Mark Hapka thing, another character that I'd like to know, actor, that what the heck they're doing with is Casey Diedrich. I mean, they built up this whole Stefano-Kate thing, and yeah, I got a call on, was it Christmas or Christmas Eve? But where is that going? Are we ever going to see Casey again? For crying out loud. He's another one that has some opportunities that are just kind of, I don't know what they're doing there. But it does not please me at all. What else happened yesterday? Every now and then they have a storyline on Days that touches a little too close to home, and I guess the Caroline having a stroke, I'm having a little bit of a hard time enjoying. Stephanie, could you give a hoot at all about the fact your grandmother had a stroke? I mean, all she seems to care about is the fact that Nathan is going to find out. And I think your mom is right. Marriage is something that perhaps you shouldn't enter on a lie. I mean, it takes some work to begin with if you enter under the best of circumstances. But to start off with this whopper of a lie. I mean, the only reason she has Nathan, well, for the next 5 minutes, the only reason she has Nathan is because he didn't know that he had a chance to get Melanie back because Philip screwed up. But it looks like that's gone out the window because last we saw was Nathan showing up at Melanie's door, and I don't know where they're going to go with that. I don't know. I haven't done my research whether or not they're recasting Mark Hapka. Not looking forward to that. I never really enjoy recasts very much. I can't keep going on about this. So what else? So Sammy and EJ and Nicole and Stefano. I just love those scenes. Those two should be in more scenes together, them bantering back and forth. And I loved it when she said, I think it was Wednesday, when she said to him, before he starts calling her a moron, he should figure out what he's talking about. And he's the one that got duped by Sammy Brady. I didn't buy that for 1 minute, that Stefano couldn't figure out that Sammy was playing him. I mean, Stefano, you might as well hang it up if you're going to fall for Sammy's lame friggin' attempts to trick you. That disappointed me. The Phoenix is not easily tricked. But maybe he knew, but he just wants Nicole out, so he thought he'd see if his son was bright enough to pick it out. So, forgive me, I'm having trouble remembering exactly what went down yesterday. We had Maggie giving it to Philip pretty good. Thank heavens. I like to see it when people defend. Oh, yeah. So Maggie gave it to Philip and really let him have it for completely screwing up. And Brady punches Philip in the face. And I have to say, I thought that Philip should have taken it like a man and not swung back. Why is he punching Brady? Because he got hit first? I think he should say, you know what? I deserve that. I was a punk. I slept with your ex-wife, betrayed your dear little Melanie. Yeah, I'll get hit. I deserve to be hit. I should probably get hit again. How entertaining was it to watch Vivian and Gus jump out of the airplane? I didn't catch exactly what Gus said, but it sounded pretty funny, whatever it was. But where are they going to go there? Louise Sorel has, I believe, renewed her contract until next fall, or maybe another fall beyond that. So, what are they going to do? We're not going to be seeing any remote settings unless they can do a remote set without doing it outside, I guess. But what are they going to do with this? Is she going to be plotting from Timbuktu or wherever they land her? I'm interested to see where they're going with that whole storyline. But I do like to see Brady and Kate plotting together. Those actors work well together also. So lots of good things happened on Days yesterday. Sad day for us viewers, but I think I'm going to post all the projects that I know of that Mark Hapka's working on You know, I asked him when we're going to get to see Beyond the Mat and how we can go about seeing it, because, you know, I've been excited about this since last March or so when I saw the trailer on YouTube. And he's like, well, hopefully you'll be able to just go to the movie theater and watch it. So that's pretty big. You know, he's going to be doing movies of that caliber. So don't worry about him. He's going to be fine. Worry about Days and what they're doing. But I guess we just have to have faith. So JB's not here, but anyhow, the couple that watches Days together stays together.